everybody. This is John Paval on Saturday, January 17th, bringing you a live stream update on the Vienna State Opera's live stream of Jules Massenet's Manon today at 7 o'clock European time, which will be 11 o'clock. That'll be 1 o'clock in the afternoon in New York City, and 10 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast in places like LA and Seattle. The Vienna State Opera is one of the top operas in Europe and the world, and they live stream free of charge, folks. So this is an event, and I look forward to telling you all about it. Before I go any further, let me remind you, if you're watching this on Facebook, please like the video. But if you're watching this on any of our other live streams, I encourage you not just to like the video, but to follow and or subscribe to Access Arts Live on Facebook, YouTube, X, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, or LinkedIn. And we will make sure you get more than 1,000 live links to live performances online this year. That is what we do. That is what we live for. So let me start telling you a bit about this production. The conductor is Bertrand de Billy, who's originally from France, but has maintained close relationships with the Vienna State Opera, with Vienna in general, with the Wiener Musikverein, the Wiener Konzerthaus, the Theater an der Wien, and the Munich State Opera as well. Over the years, he started out about 25 years ago, as the music director at the Grand Teatre de Liceu in Barcelona, top opera house. Then was also the music director of the Radio Symphony Orchestra in Vienna from 2002 to 2010. After that, he was principal guest conductor at the Frankfurt Opera House, conducted the Orchestre de Chambre of Lausanne, and then headed up the Dresdner Philharmonic. And here he is in a place that he has close ties to, conducting. The production is staged by André Serban, who's another long-standing Vienna State Opera guy, and they have transferred the time of the production to the 1930s. You'll see more exactly how that works out when you watch it. How do I tell you about the story of Manon, which has a lot of complicated twists and turns? It's a story of a woman who loves a man, but she also loves great wealth. And she's sort of torn between the two of them and goes up and back between the two of them. And the question is, what is she going to end up with? Is she going to end up with great wealth, or is she going to end up with the love of her life, or is she going to end up at all? And if you know the opera, then you already know how this works out. So I don't have to tell you. And if you don't know it, I don't want to ruin the story for you as you discover it. But as the whole story starts out, to set it up for you, there are a bunch of people in a train station that will be here, since it's the 1930s, and they're waiting for Manon to arrive. So it's a big buildup for her. And let me tell you about the actress who's playing Manon, or the singer. It's Kristina Mkhitaryan, who's she's a multiple prize-winning singer. Came out of the Galina Vishnevskaya theater studio in Moscow. She has played Violetta in La Traviata at the Royal Opera House. That has become a signature role for her. Gilda in Rigoletto with Opera Australia and the Hamburg State Opera. The title role in Alcina at the National Opera in Lorraine. And Armida in Rinaldo at the Glyndebourne Festival. She's also, I could give you other list of it. More importantly, this year she's doing she's been doing and will be doing some important role debuts in Marie Stuart at the Dutch National Opera, as Tatiana in Eugene Onegin at the Liceu in Barcelona, as Mimi in La Bohème at the Met. She's also sung Tatiana and Eugene Onegin in London, and at the Teatro Real in Madrid. So you have a lovely, talented, rising star soprano in the role of the important role of Manon. So everybody's waiting for Manon, and among those who are in the waiting is her brother. And her brother, Lescaut, is played by Stefan Astakov. He's a German baritone, born in Russia, done a lot of singing up in northern central parts of Europe, and won awards when he went through the competition stage of his career, which was not that long ago, was multiple award winner in Poland, Germany, Norway, and Helsinki. Starting in 2020, as he started coming out of the prize-winning stage, he became a member of the opera studio of the Vienna State Opera. And then they made him a member of the ensemble in 2022. He's already played roles like Silvio in Pagliacci, Chaunard in La Bohème, Figaro in The Barber of Seville, Malatesta in Don Pasquale, Belcourt in L'Élysée, Zio d'Amore, and Valentine in Faust. He's also appeared as Sharpless in Madame Butterfly at the National Theater in San Carlos, and as Riccardo in I Puritano at the Teatro Principal de Mao. So you could legitimately consider him a rising star too. And the reason they're all waiting for Manon in this train station is that her family is sending her off to a convent because they are unhappy with, she has this obsession with wealth and fine living, and her family frowns upon that. So they're sending her to a convent to cure her. Okay. But then she finally appears, and there's a lot of carousing going on there whatsoever. But anyway, when she finally appears there in the station, she meets the love of her life, the Chevalier de Grieux. So this is another key role. And the Chevalier de Grieux is played by Benjamin Bernheim. The Süddeutsche Zeitung said that he has the most beautiful tenor voice since Luciano Pavarotti. Opus Classic gave him their award as Singer of the Year in 2025. He appears regularly at the Vienna State Opera, the Opéra National de Paris. He was in a production earlier this year of Manon at the Opéra National de Paris, and he got great reviews for it. He sings with the Met, the Berlin, Staatsoper, La Scala, the Royal Opera House, performing all the great tenor roles in the romantic repertoire, and regarded as a specialist in French opera, which we have here. This year, he'll also be singing Hoffmann in the Les Contes d'Hoffmann at the Staatsoper Berlin, and he'll be making appearances in New York, Paris, Zurich, Hamburg. Exclusive recording artist with Deutsche Grammophon. If there's room, I will try to put in a link to his website. So you got a great guy singing the role of the love of her life. Now, and another character I can tell you about. I only tell you about 3 or 4 of the main roles because they're just I can't do everybody. So another main role is So Lescaut, whom I just told you about, he's against her forming any kind of a relationship with Chevalier de Grieux. And before this first day is done, the Chevalier de Grieux and Manon run away together. He'll later be accused of kidnapping her, and because they fall in love with each other at first sight. And so her family, her brother Lescaut is against it. We're getting into Romeo and Juliet territory. And the Chevalier de Grieux's father, the Comte de Grieux, is also against this marriage. He's played by the bass Don Paul Dumitrescu, a Romanian whose career started out about 20 years ago. You could say that the young guy playing Lescaut, Stefan Astakov, is about the same stage in his career as as Don Paul Dumitrescu was in his career 25 years ago when he won the Grand Award of Budapest at an international singing festival in Budapest in 1997. And since then, it was onward and upward. And he has a repertoire of more than 80 bass roles. Sarastro and the Magic Flute, Piemann and Boris Godunov, Gremin and Eugene Onegin, the Prince Ivan Kovansky and the Kovanshin, Colline and La Boheme, Timur and Turandot, Pietro and Simon Boccanegra. You get the idea. Top guy who sung all over the place, been with the Vienna State Opera, made his debut there in 2000, became a member of the company in 2001, and has played just about everything there with them in the intervening years. Folks, that's what you have coming at you today at 7 o'clock in the evening, European time. Let me double check that timing. 1 o'clock in the afternoon if you're in New York City or on the East Coast, or as far west as Detroit, and 10 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast in places like LA and Seattle. Before I leave you, let me remind you, start the new year right. Follow and or subscribe to Access Arts Live on Facebook, YouTube, X, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, or LinkedIn. And if you follow us on Facebook, you can also then invite all of your friends and contacts on Facebook to follow them too, as a little New Year's gift to them. Over 1,000 live links to live performances of opera, orchestras, chamber music, ballet, organ recitals, piano competitions, string quartets, etc., all year long, free of charge on our part. I'll say ciao for now. Enjoy the performance.